We're working on the western side of the island right now. You can see behind me, I'm at the University of Hawaii in Maui. We have over 30 chefs cooking meals as we speak. We have teams of about 45 people all over, spread out in the northwest area, Lahaina, Kaanapali, a lot of those areas where we're actually going door to door delivering meals. For lunch today, we'll serve about 2,500 meals. Again, for dinner tonight, we'll serve another 2,500 meals. It's really about now. We were on the ground on Wednesday, immediately serving meals. We immediately got a kitchen up and running. We're working with some wonderful people here in Maui. I mean, the help, the outpouring of support. It's really just been tremendous. This is really a close-knit community, and we're really doing as much as we can to support them with a nourishing meal.
As chefs who've worked with World Central Kitchen have told me before, when you are a chef, you grab your knives and you go. There are also reports that government agencies are blocking all roads to Lahaina, preventing aid, donations from reaching the area. How then is World Central Kitchen contending with that?
The community has been really great. We've made some good relationships. I think we're certainly respectful of what they're trying to do. The emergency services are doing as best they can. They've been really helpful as we've explained what we're doing, trying to get food into the areas, and we've been able to move. Certainly not as fast as we would like, but we're getting food into the areas right now, and it's really thanks to all the emergency people, the emergency response system that we have that's in the area right now.
In as much as you are focused on making sure that people have the food and the nutrition that they need, I suspect that you are also talking with people through all of that delivery. As you do that, do you get a sense of what is most needed on the ground right now?
Really, we're focused on providing hot meals, but I will tell you, as I go around Maui, as I read my emails, as I read my chats, there's a lot of people, reaching out. Can you help here? There's 20 people that can't get out to the distro sites or don't have meals, and we have vans, we have trucks. We're getting to those people as quickly as we can to provide them hot meals. We will come to them. We will actually be with the urgency of now to get people meals as soon as possible.
When you balance the urgency of now with the humility that you shared of the fact that you were up and running perhaps not as quickly as you would have liked, what are the biggest obstacles, biggest challenges you are running into executing the way you want to execute?
I would say, when you say where we at, we had sandwiches on the ground. We were scouting with food on Wednesday evening. We had hot meals going into the community on Thursday. Really, it's what we're seeing in some of these areas. It's a disaster zone. So we have to be respectful of the emergency crews that are getting in there. We have to be respectful of the first responders, and we're doing that. But we're also making sure that we're getting meals, food out to the people that need it. It's the most important thing for us, really, to act with a sense of urgency. So we've been very fortunate that we've been able to get out there and help people.
It's incredible. And John, I hear you on the sense of urgency. I also hear you on the reality of focusing on the now, because there's always a duality in these crises, as you well know. There is the moment, there is the immediate need, and then there's making sure that our attention is sustained such that even as people begin to pivot to the reality of what has happened and the rebuilding that needs to take place, that we do not turn our attention away. Your sense of both how long World Central Kitchen is going to be able to do this and how people who want to help can best help right now?
For sure. If anybody can reach out. World Central Kitchen is funded primarily by individual donors. WCK.org. If you want to go there and you want to help, know that we're on the ground. We're helping people. We'll be here for as long as it takes. We have no timeline set right now. We're still ramping up our meals. We're still ramping up our community outreach, and we'll be here for as long as it takes.